Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. This is for Cancer and Cancerian energies for the month of March. So make sure you understand in your birth chart what house Cancer rules, because this energy would pertain particularly to that area of your life. All right, so know what house Cancer rules and what's in there, and you'll get some insights into that, okay, with this energy. Getting into it, Cancer, for the month of March, your energy is the Heart of Wands, or the Queen of Wands in the reverse. And I immediately felt a delay. And with the Aryan energy on the card, I did get a strong feeling that it was because of the Aryan energy and the cosmos now that squares Cancer. Okay, and Chiron is in there, Eris is in there, and so I feel like there's some kind of delay to whatever it is your heart and soul is manifesting, or what your soul knows is to be created or wants to create from a heart space kind of a level, that is being delayed. Okay, with the as above and so below energies, I don't think you really have anything to worry about, to be completely fair. I think what you're focused on right now, or what spirit is having you focus on right now, with the above energy, is the Star, clarified by the Four of Wands. I think there's some very deep healing to your sacred soul connections, right? Four of Wands could be a twin flame counterpart, twin flame journey within the self, coming into balance with joy as something that you can create from within, feeling your authenticity. You know, we have sunflowers on both the card that represents you with the Heart of Wands, and we have sunflowers in the Four of Wands. I feel like you're very much coming into your own color. I think you're focusing on filling in the lines with all that needs to be filled in, right? Because the sunflowers and the Heart of Wands are in black and white. They're not colored. But in the Four of Wands, they are. They are very much in full color. And so I think that you're healing the gaps in what need to be filled in, right, in order to create joy and stability within the spirit of the self, right? You're creating this joy within by filling in the different details that we're missing, right? I think that it's a I want to say a piece by piece process. It's definitely something that I'm feeling is coming about rather slowly or in its own time, because the Heart of Wands is in the reverse. I think that it's something that your heart is manifesting piece by piece, filling in bits at a time in order to get everything that you're creating that needs to heal into full color, right? So that you can have a happy, joy-filled situation, especially surrounding the home, because the Four of Wands can sometimes represent the home. So there's a lot of healing going on with the dynamics that you have in the home, especially as it relates to healing the pieces of yourself where maybe joy has been stripped or denied of you, right? Where the joy has been denied or stripped from you for a while, that you're slowly filling in the joy and having the joy return back to your spirit from a healed space. On the below energy, we have the Nine of Cups with the Two of Pentacles, and I immediately got, it's only a matter of time. Like, there's a wish being fulfilled here. Possibly resolving or revolving around childhood wounds or wounds surrounding children. And I get that just because the moon energy is kind of reading to me that way. And, you know, Cancerian energy, it's ruled by the moon. And I feel that this is a part of you that has been subconscious for a very long time. And when I say subconscious, I mean things that have been on the mind, but that haven't been spoken about out loud, right? It's been buried in your subconscious thoughts. It hasn't been made conscious into the reality. So these are things that you have possibly thought about for a long time, but it hasn't had any confirmation in the reality. And that might tie into other people as well, things that have been on their mind for a long time, but that haven't been spoken about and brought into the reality for them. So it's only a matter of time. I think that a lot of love and trust is going into the creation of this healing. And I think ultimately, throughout the month of March, this heart manifestation that the soul wishes to come forward will. I think that this Heart of Wands will absolutely end up flipping into the upright as we move into April. But for the month of March, I think that it's a steady building process, slowly filling in all of the pieces, metaphorically or literally, right, in order to bring joy back into the reality and have a wish, either of your spirit and or another, be completely filled, right, that it would reach full manifestation in the reality, that the heart's wish, the soul's wish, would be fully realized. Okay, so I think there's just a healing of joy that was stripped from your experience, possibly for a long time, right? Now, the guidance cards that we get for the month, we start with the Perfume of Sophia, and it says, you will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. Connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through confusing circumstances, where one moment you are sure the answer is no, and the next moment you are sure it is yes. Give up trying to figure out the answer right now and just simply remain open with positive but relaxed expectations that clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. You know, if you are getting these pings like yes, 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 and then no, 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 and then yes, 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 it's because Spirit's letting you know the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Your soul is definitively hearing yes. But the reason why you're also hearing no is because it's saying not now, right? Not this way. There's a better time. It's going to happen on its own, right? Spontaneous, according to divine timing. It's just simply going to unfold, right? And this card particular came out for Taurus's reading. So if you have specific or strong Taurian placements, you might want to watch that as well, especially if your North Node's in Taurus. Because this is very much about understanding that the beautiful, sweet smell of the universe is in the air and all around you, that you are in the divine's hands, that it has your back and everybody else's. It knows what it's doing. I think you've been sensing this healing for a while, filling in these pieces for a while, and knowing that it's simply just a matter of time, that you really don't need to stress or worry about the how or the when or any of those details, because Spirit's got you. You know, like Spirit's got you. It's fine. Everything's going to happen the way it's supposed to, and you don't need to stress about any of it, right? It's just simply going to work itself out. Yes, you feel delayed, right? There is definitely a feeling of delay for a reason, but consider it divine delay. Right? Divine delay. The divine is simply working in your favor and the favor of everybody else at the perfect pace, and you don't need to worry about that at all. With the anger card coming out, right? When this card comes out, it says, safely express your anger, use anger as a positive force, honor all of your emotions as sacred. You know, if you find yourself angry in the month of March, you are never angry for the reason that you think, okay? You can be angry at a person because they're doing this or not doing that, or they could be doing something better, but they're not. You know, they're being an asshole, or they're being a fucking bitch, you know, whatever it is. Like, you can be angry, but the reality behind the anger, never being angry for the reason that we think, it always goes back to being angry at ourselves, right? Being angry at ourselves, maybe because we involved ourselves with this person, maybe because we didn't see them clearly at the time, maybe because, this person, if we knew then what we knew now, we wouldn't have made the same choices. Maybe we've cut people off that didn't deserve to be cut off, or maybe we let people in that should have never been let in. If we only cut them off sooner, or if we only understood them better then, or, we get angry at others, when really it's just being angry at our own choices that created the experience. And at the end of the day, if we didn't create the experience we did, would we really be who we are now with the understanding that we have now? Would it really be the blessing in that understanding now? So be easy on yourself. Know that if you are feeling anger, to not project more anger out, but to simply learn how to forgive yourself for your ignorance, because you didn't know then what you know now. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is your growth process. The reason is everybody else's growth process too. Everybody had to grow. There's a reason why things unfolded and continue to unfold the way they are. So do not be angry at the choices that you've made at a time where you simply didn't know. You didn't know them. You didn't know yourself. You didn't know what was right or wrong. You did the best you could. Give yourself a fucking break. Give yourself a break. It's okay to go through the growing process, the healing process. It's the journey. It's the journey. Don't be mad at yourself because you didn't know, right? Don't be mad because you didn't know. Don't be mad now because you still don't know. It's okay. You didn't know before, and now you know what you didn't know then. And whatever you don't know now, you will know later, because you're meant to know later in regards to now, right? Spirit is not going to keep you in the dark. You will always learn, and you will always heal at the perfect time. Right? At the perfect time. It's fine to not know. It's fine to surrender, to throw your hands up to God, to Spirit, to the universe, and be like, you know what, Spirit? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how you're going to do it. All I know is I trust you because you've got me this far. You've healed me this far. You've brought awareness to me this far. It's all good. It's all good. I trust, right? I trust. I don't need to know anything. And in that, you know a whole lot. Trust me. Understanding that you know nothing, and that's okay, and you will know all there needs to be known later. You're better off, right? You're better off. The remember card is freedom. So remember, you are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. You are not limiting your manifestations. You are not controlling your manifestations. You're not capping your ability to heal and bring joy into the reality. You're filling in everything piece by piece and allowing Spirit to love you in that way, filling things in piece by piece as you go, so that by the time you're done putting all of these pieces together, you've completed a puzzle titled you, right? The puzzle of you. You can't just throw all of the pieces on the table and expect them to fall into place. You sit, you look at each piece, and you figure out where they go one at a time, and before you know it, it gets easier and easier and easier to put all of the pieces together, and you've got a complete finished puzzle. A beautiful overall picture, right? What's the point of doing puzzles if you could just throw all the pieces on the table and have them all be put together? It takes the whole fun out of it. Well, that's the way Spirit looks at you and life and growth. It's just helping you look at all the different pieces, see all the different pieces and how they go together, and putting them together one at a time. That's all it is. That's all it is. So I hope this helps you understand where you are with March, what Spirit is doing with the energy, right? Helping you put all these pieces together, helping you fill it in one piece at a time, reassuring you that everything is working out and you don't have to try so hard. Sometimes it's when we stop looking for the piece that we think we need that we just fucking find it. We just find it. Sometimes we're not even looking for it. We look down and realize that piece fell on the floor and we're like, oh crap, it's been there the whole time. The piece wasn't missing. You're not missing any pieces. They're there. And you'll see it. It'll catch your eye. You'll be super excited you found it at the right time. It's fine. Right? It's fine. Be easy on yourself. You sit there with your puzzle pieces long enough, and I promise you the whole puzzle will be finished. You can't quit. You can't quit, right? This is the puzzle of your life. It's not like you can get up and walk away and say, I'll figure it out later. Like, you're sitting there working on your puzzle. You're sitting there working on your puzzle. And eventually all the pieces get put together. So relax. Enjoy the fun of it, right? Enjoy the fun of it. Relax in it. Putting a puzzle together can be very relaxing. So you might even want to consider doing something like that at home, getting a puzzle going. And metaphorically, as above, so below, you know, what you do in the outer reflects on the inner. Maybe even put a puzzle together. All right? Until next time, guys, I love you very much. Enjoy a wonderful March. I will see you for April. Remember always to love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye.